Hi everyone and welcome to another video on I Do Care. Well, first of all, I want to thank you all for the nice comments in the last video and especially for those contributions that you have made to us about the adoption contract that we will have very soon ready, both the contract and the adoption form. In relation to the private group that we have opened on Facebook for adopters to share photos and videos of their pets, there was a person, Carol, to whom we sent a warm greeting, who suggested the idea that patrons can have access to this group and thus be able to also see the life that each and every one of the animals that we are giving up for adoption are having. And I thought it was a phenomenal idea. And it is true that a long time ago I promised you special content for all those who support us on Patreon, but we haven't uploaded anything special yet. And that, dear friends, that ends today. Because in addition to deserving a token of gratitude for that extra support you give us, we would also like to encourage others to support us too, because without your help, we are not going anywhere. In fact, some people told us about this doggy that is in Captain's foster home. Why don't we start a physiotherapy treatment with him too, to see if he can start walking like Captain did? And believe me, we would love it. But the truth is that with the support that we currently receive, we barely can handle the treatment of Captain. Really, family, we need your help to be able to help all the animals that we want. So come on, today I'm going to give you some of the reasons why you should join our Patreon. And who says Patreon says PayPal or even YouTube. Because we understand that not everyone has a PayPal account and even less a Patreon account, and that they are probably too lazy to open one, as well as we have noticed that some people support us through the Super Thanks button, which is another form of financing within YouTube. So, somewhat to our regret, we have decided to enable the YouTube option to join to our channel. And I say to our regret, because this way of financing is somewhat more expensive than the others, since YouTube keeps a higher percentage than PayPal or Patreon do. However, and in order to make it easier for anyone who wants to support our cause, we also leave this route open to encourage those who don't want to deal with more accounts and more platforms, but they want to help us. Anyway, let's go there. So you know that if you support us on Patreon, you already have a special video available to watch, a video in which we discuss a major problem with dogs shelters in this country, and that causes us a lot of frustration. So you can go to our Patreon page, you will find the link below in the description of this video, and enjoy this first special video for our patrons. The idea is to upload special videos from time to time, but not only that. As I said before, one of our patrons commented in the previous video about the possibility of also having access to the private group of Facebook in which the adopters of the animals for which we have been finding families upload photos and videos in this group. And the truth is that I thought it was something super cool. Being able to see and comment on the pictures and videos that are uploaded in the group, while we all see those furry ones grow up and be happy together with their families. Another idea that I have written down for a long time is also to offer to all our monthly donors the possibility of participating in question and answer videos. You can send us your question through Patreon messages, and when we have enough to make an interesting video, we will answer them all and upload the video on Patreon as well. They can be questions about anything, both about our work at I Do Care, as well as about our normal jobs that we carry out during the week, curious questions that you maybe have about us, in short, whatever. I can't think of a question that we can't answer. So let your imagination run wild and ask. It will be interesting and fun. And well, for the moment, one more thing has occurred to us, and this last thing makes me especially excited. Let's see, where do I start? Because somehow it is double news. A lot of times when we are out there on a rescue or just buying a carrier for a dog that we are going to send abroad, and people ask us if we are into this animal rescue, if we have a shelter, things like that. And finally, a conversation arises in which we usually end up telling people about our YouTube channel and what we do and show here. The point is that every time this happens, it crosses my mind that it would be cool if we wore something that in some way will identify us, that will give us a more serious or even professional look. I mean, even a t-shirt with our logo somewhere, which in turn will make things a little easier for us when that curious person comes to ask to explain how they can find us on YouTube or even how they can help us. So I started looking at websites where I could design some t-shirts for both Rebe and me to wear for whenever we go on a mission anywhere, and I found that nowadays there are too many design and customization options. And I started, as I say, designing a couple of t-shirts for, let's say, internal use, basically for Rebecca and myself. But seeing the amount of customizable clothes and accessories that there are, I couldn't resist letting my imagination run wild and create some different designs beyond the I Do Care logo and above all, beyond that pair of t-shirts. I don't want to get too far ahead of you, but here I'm going to let you see some designs so you can see what's coming, because effectively we are going to launch I Do Care merch. I think it will be great to make those who want to be more part of this can do it. That will create a stronger feeling of community, making people feeling more part of this project, while supporting us by buying our products, what at the end of the day becomes a new way of financing this project, with which the final beneficiaries are the animals, since we will use all the benefits to elevate our animal help to the next level. But hey, and what does all this have to do with the advantage of being a Patreon that you were telling me, Sergio? Well, it has to do with the fact that if you join our Patreon, you can also enjoy succulent discounts on all our merch. We will publish a discount code on the platform that you can use in your purchase and even enjoy a little gift through a contest or something like that. We will think about it later. Recapping, I'm going to do a quick summary of the benefits of becoming a monthly donor on I Do Care. First, access to the private Facebook group of I Do Care adopted families. 2. Access to special videos like the one you can see right now on our Patreon page. 3. You can ask us what you want for the Q&A videos. And 4, and finally, discounts on our merch that will be officially launched very soon. That's all for the moment. Little by little, we will increase and improve those benefits and, well, basically remind you that we do this to encourage people to support us in a more active way, so that we can have a greater capacity for action in around animal aid. Thank you very much for joining us in one more video. Remember that you can also follow us in our Instagram, IDoCareCR, where we publish a little more about our day today. Please give us a hand in this endless fight. Below in the description of the video, I leave you the links to our Patreon and PayPal, through which you can help us on a one-off or on a monthly basis. I hope you liked the video. Please leave your comments. It is always a pleasure to read you. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you like what we do. And if so, I leave you here a couple of videos that probably you will like them too. I send you a big hug and see you very soon.